The Expat Life. Associate sponsor Stalmart, trendsetters of Indian fashion wear in Singapore. Beauty sponsor Rupinis, discovering the divine beauty in you.
A sari is not just a piece of garment, it's a piece of art. It's a part of our timeless culture and history and traditions that gave us the Taj Mahal. I would like now to introduce you to Claire Beswick, a fashion enthusiast and an art connoisseur with some of the most exquisite collection of saris from Style Mart. Hi Claire.
Hi Kavita.
So tell us about your love for saris.
From a very, very young age, I was attracted to the whole Indian fashion scene. I was brought up in East Africa, so, and honestly, my first formal outfit was, in fact, a kurta. So I had this great passion for the colours. I think also, not just the brightness, but they are a very exotic fabric and choice of garment, as you say. But the sari, well, that was a whole new world. And you pretty much opened that up for me.
Oh, yeah,
partly, I think, because once you understand the different types of sari, and you also understand how we are losing some of that artistry that you've just referred to, it's really important that I think people understand that. And they recognize, as you say, you're wearing something that is culturally very important.
Tell us about your first experience of wearing a sari and the first time you draped it on you, how it felt.
It's never a good one. I mean, I'm very lucky in that, again, instinct, call it what you will.
Yeah.
I do carry a sari well. I think you've been one of the people who've told me this. I never quite understood what that meant until I saw other people wearing sari for the first time. And then I realized, okay, there is a certain way that you wear a sari, and carrying it is very important. I got into a sari, in fact, in Bangalore, thanks to an introduction from another friend. And I remember thinking, do I look like I'm trying too hard? But thankfully it was a very simple sari, and it didn't look like I was trying too hard. Mm-hmm. But then gradually you build confidence when you're wearing a sari. Right. And as you know, I can be pretty outrageous, and the range is from the sublime to the ridiculous. So yeah, it's a matter of actually growing that confidence, I think.
Do they sort of look at you and think, oh wow, how elegant and how how amazing she looks in that color and that vibrance, and what is that?
I think that this is where you come in. You and I will spend sometimes hours looking for the right characteristics in a sari, and we've moved, haven't we, from the very traditional all the way through to even the
super bling,
the Bollywood bling look, which I can't get away with that at certain events. Yeah. And again, I'm guided by friends and yourself if I'm going to a wedding, when I should be wearing particular colors and when I shouldn't, right. And the styles, and even when I'm traveling. Yeah. I'll make sure that I'm carrying the right combination, and always have a backup, of course. Yeah. But people, how do they react? Most Westerners, like I said, they're very complimentary. Yeah. And it is flattering. And certainly it took a while to get used to a lot of Indian friends, particularly the older ladies, coming up and readjusting me if they felt they needed to. They can't help themselves. Fair enough. And the other thing is that they always said the same thing, which is, oh my goodness, you carry a sari really well. Which I find really, very flattering, and an amazing compliment.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the sari just takes off the pressure. It's just this beautiful wrap that gives you all the femininity and elegance. Right? And it just takes off that whole pressure of how somebody might sort of look at you in some angle and see whether it's your best you know.
Yeah, that's quite true.
Yeah.
And actually, it's the sari that does the talking.
Yeah.
Which comes back to your point. You know, you're wearing something that is very distinctive for that particular culture.
Correct.
And so it does the talking. And you, as you say, body shape doesn't even enter into it.
Absolutely.
A lot of Western women, actually, I will say this, if I'm at an event, they'll say, oh, I couldn't possibly wear a sari because I'm too short or too stout, whatever it is. And they're very body conscious. But do you remember we were at an event once in Bangalore, and there was actually, which I thought was an amazing feat, there was a commissioner of police, a woman, who'd come from Australia, and she presented her particular topic wearing sari. And she said how gorgeous it felt. And I'm thinking to myself, there's a woman who's come from a very plain, uninteresting uniform, and now probably it doesn't look particularly flattering on women, and now she's wearing something like this, and she really appreciated it, and my goodness, she felt good about it.
What I like about the way you not just own a sari is the pride you take in not just wearing it, but also in the way you take care of the sari. I mean, I've seen and I've heard a lot from you about how you take care of your saris, and I think that's a really important point that we should show our viewers about how a sari should be taken care of and how we should actually, you know, maintain a sari in your wardrobe. Is it okay if we take a little peek into your walk-in wardrobe and have a look at your sari collection?
Why not?
So Claire, I see that you don't hang your saris.
I don't, no. The advice I got from you and other collectors is keep them flat, separate them obviously, because the beadwork shouldn't be touching. And the other thing is, to me, a sari shouldn't be hung the way Western clothes, it just doesn't make sense to me. Never use a wire hanger, ever, not even in a hotel. And there's always somewhere where you can put them.
And this sari has a story to tell.
This sari went to the New York wedding, and yes, it's been photographed a lot, somewhere between 42nd and 5th Avenue. It was such a joy to wear.
This is a hit spinning sari, hit turner saris.
It really is. This is quite a different piece, a departure for me, but I wanted to have one just in case I should ever go up to Srinagar, or if I'm way up in the Himalayas.
This is a little Sonia Gandhi for me, but yes.
Yeah, I know. Notice how we still haven't done anything with it. This is an example.
100-year-old Farsi
This is
sari.
100 years old, and I was very lucky because it came to me. And part of the reason I think it came to me, but I think finding a blouse that was going to complement this,
Correct.
and not denigrate the age, the quality.
You see this whole idea of these two sort of farmers, and then you have the boatmen. So it's all about the various different trades and their lifestyle.
Correct.
It's like a picture and a story all in one sari.
It's warm.
It's cashmere wool.
Yep.
So Claire, thank you so much for inviting us to your space. It's a very personal space, and I know what sort of passion and love that you share with your saris, and I'm so honored and grateful that you have us here today and letting us have a look at each one of these saris. Each one of these saris have a story to tell.
They do.
And with so much respect and dignity, so much reverence given to these saris. Each one of them are so lucky to be here in your possession, in your wardrobe.
Well, thanks to you.
The Expat Life. Associate sponsor Starmar, trendsetters of Indian fashion wear in Singapore. Beauty sponsor Rupinis, discovering the divine beauty in you.
A sanctuary for your body, your mind, and your soul. Discover the beauty within and feel divine. Rupinis.
Video House, your media consultant for corporate and event production, branding and publicity, or to produce content. Please contact Aditi at videohouse.com or Raviraj at videohouse.com. Visit www.videohouse.com or call 6255 7482. For more details, like us on Facebook.